Even though it's controversial, the causes of prostate cancer are questionable. There are several indicating factors that suggest diet is a large contributing process or a large contributing factor to prostate cancer. That's one. Environment is number two. As an example, water sources could be a possibility. And once again, this is controversial. There's really not a lot of evidence that suggests that there's one specific thing that causes prostate cancer. There are correlations, as I mentioned earlier, where countries that are the highest consumer of dairy products happen to have also the higher incidences of prostate cancer. Now, and the sugar that we're talking about is sucrose, which is the white sugar. Okay, and this is about, you can see how the water is there's just a little bit left. And now we're going to add the tomato sauce. 1 can of tomato sauce is generally adequate for this. And what we're going to do now is, remember, as I've mentioned before, you do not want to heat oil. You want to be cognizant about this. And we add olive oil to this, but we add it after the heating process is done. So what I'm going to do is add about 2 tablespoons, perhaps a little more of the olive oil. Okay. Today's episode, what we're doing is we're teaching the foods that decrease or inhibit or help to inhibit an enzyme called, and there are a few these enzymes, 5-alpha reductase. There are a few 5-alpha reductases, but for the topic simplicity of this conversation, it's 5-alpha reductase, which we want to be aware of to try to inhibit, because there are correlations of 5-alpha reductase and the association with prostate cancer. Now, obviously, a lot of the foods that we eat, as I've mentioned in the series, are generally loaded, particularly meats and poultry and beef, with hormones, and this can elevate the potential of increasing DHT in our system. And once again, purple cabbage, not green cabbage. Purple cabbage or red cabbage has the higher amount of lycopene component. When we're talking about dealing with inhibiting 5-alpha reductase, we want the highest amount of lycopene possible found in the food. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so the honey, we're just using a minimal amount. Sugar should always be reduced, if not avoided, when it comes to cancer. But the amount we're using here, and the honey form, is just minimal. It's just to really take that little tang off, so to speak, to remove that little edge with the vinegar.